what was the inspiration of starting your own YouTube channel? Because like it's funny because like I used to do a show like this like about 10 years ago. I still have all those podcasts saved. I didn't call them podcasts at the time,
Yeah.
which is basically what they were. I think I might start uploading those for members. If you're a member of this channel, you'll be able to see it. Because like one thing I would always ask somebody is just like, who the hell do you think you are to go on the internet and tell people what you think about beer?
Yeah.
Especially if you're not a certified beer judge or
Yeah.
cicerone or something like that. You know, I'm being
No, I
facetious,
know,
of course, but what was the inspiration to I want to go on YouTube and talk about beer?
Yeah, so at the time I was living alone, and again, like we were talking about, like getting into craft beer, and I had friends who also were getting into it. So there'd be like the small bottle share, like, okay, coming over to my apartment, we'll have, these three Dogfish had, 750 milliliters I bought at, Wegmans or whatever. And someone else like, yeah, let's do a Belgian night at my house, like whatever, right? But if I was home alone and I wanted a beer, I was like, well, let me see what flavors people are getting. It was really just trying to learn about, like, I think this is piney. Is that a thing that people say when they drink this beer? And then I saw, oh, there's videos about it, not just things to read. So then it was, I mean, a big one for me, and he just disappeared, was what was
Beer
that?
Geek Nation?
Yeah, Beer Geek. Which, I mean, he had a big channel, so that was obviously. And it's so funny how the algorithm works, and I told you this already. Like when you do those videos of like top 20 beer reviewers of the month, or whatever, I thought I knew a lot of the people, not like personally knew, but knew of a lot of these channels or most of these beer review channels. I didn't know a drop in the bucket. And it's so interesting how the algorithms are. And sometimes you get pockets of like, well, these people clearly know each other or interact more, and then these people do whatever. So I guess, yeah, just watching other people, and then, yeah, just being like, I could do that. And certainly not that I don't have a huge channel, obviously. But like the fact that anyone would watch is it still blows my mind. Like anyone wants to hear my thoughts about anything. It's like, oh, okay, and then it just kind of became the habit of doing it. Like we were saying, like, if I'm drinking a beer, I'm probably reviewing it. Like it's 99 out of 100 beers I'm drinking at the house I reviewed. It's weird if I'm drinking a beer and not posting it to the internet.